Thank you, Mr. President. Ministers, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. The Philippines expresses its profound appreciation to the Arab Republic of Egypt for the arrangements, the organization, and the stewardship of this COP27. Each year of the Conference of the Parties of the UNFCCC is a crucial opportunity for international efforts to address climate change. COP27 is another critical chance to convert our constructive discussions into concrete plan and ambitious commitment. The stark reality is we are not on track for the 1.5 degrees above pre-industrial levels goal due to challenges of meeting global emissions reduction targets by 2030. For our country, the Philippines, which ranks first in the 2022 World Risk Index, the existential challenge climate change poses is real and is a matter of equitable, inclusive, resilient, and sustainable development. Climate change and its consequences have changed the demands on disaster risk reduction in terms of risk prevention, preparedness, and resilient recovery. These should now include investments in the plausible future and ways to continuously address residual impacts. Therefore, a predictable system of financial and technical support to address loss and damage from economic and non-economic losses from extreme climate events and slow onset events such as extreme heat and sea level rise is now imperative. The IPCC's sixth assessment report reflected the advanced extremes. In Southeast Asia, there is high confidence in the human contribution to the observed change in hot extremes. There is still low confidence in the case of other extremes, such as heavy rainfall and drought. This highlights the need to address the knowledge gap and the need to increase investments in climate and risk science technical capacity building and the transfer of technology in the region. The global goal on adaptation should be operationalized. This will require financing of contextually driven adaptation and nature-based measures to accelerate equitable and locally led adaptation actions. These are pressing, separate, distinct but complementary needs to addressing loss and damage. Increased and efficient access to climate financing that supports property needs for adaptation, loss and damage, and mitigation in developing countries is therefore fundamental to achieving deep and far-reaching climate action at global, national, and local levels. Viable and effective green technology transfer and country-specific capacity building based on developing countries' needs and priorities should also be mobilized to trigger the transformative pathways for climate resilience. The Philippines further enjoins the COP27 to adopt emission avoidance as eligible mitigation action under Article 6 of the Paris Agreement. Emission avoidance in energy, transport, manufacturing, agriculture, human-induced deforestation, and other GHG-emitting development activities are risk management measures to minimize negative impact of global warming and climate change. The Philippines calls on all nations to engineer our desired outcomes in a way that we shape a climate-resilient future, a future that combines climate change adaptation and mitigation with resilience and sustainability pathways strongly rooted in equity. This is the legacy and vision for Filipino children and the children of the world. Mr. President, thank you.